Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. I thought today I would do a fun little estate sale haul of some things that I picked up on the last day of an estate sale this morning. I stopped by and was able to grab all these things for a really good price. Good tip if you're like new to estate sales, if you don't want to spend a lot of money, try going the last day of the sale. A lot of times they're more negotiable on the prices, or they'll flat out have a discount. So in this case, I think they pretty much gave half off everything. Or if you were buying like quite a few things, they gave you like a bundle price. So anyway, I spent about $8 on everything that you see here, and I figure we'll go through all of it together. So to start out, I picked up some cards. So these I think are probably from the 80s. They say made in the USA. I don't think they have a date. Oh, this one does, 1983. So I'm not sure if they're all the same year or whatnot, but I just picked up a couple cards. These two didn't have envelopes, but I figured that's okay. They're normal sizes. I can definitely make something work. So there's a Christmas one or like a Happy Holidays. I just thought this one was so cute with the image of the boy and the girl and like giving a present. I just thought that was so sweet. And then this one's actually a Mother's Day card. This one came with an envelope, which is nice. But I love this image here, specifically like the scalloped edge. I just thought it was so pretty. So I'll definitely be able to use that in some journal or on some capacity, or even as a card, I guess. And then this one is just congratulations. So nothing too fancy on this one, but I thought it was nice, so I picked it up. Next up, they had a bunch of little like milk cap type items. So I have no idea what this is from. I just thought it was funny. It says fork ball. I have no clue, but it really is like a fork, like baseball. Then a milk cap, and then this one's just a wooden nickel for a Dairy Queen, which I just thought was so fun, from 1975. So I picked up those. Then I grabbed this little Valentine's, which I think it looks like was from a teacher to a student, which I thought was so cute, and it's actually a puzzle. So I'm gonna glue it together so I can put it in my journal like this. But I just thought it was so cute, and I think I'm gonna try to take the name off of it, but we'll see. If not, it adds to the charm, I think so. But yeah, it's a puzzle, so it comes apart, and I just thought that was so cute. This one, it doesn't have a date on it or anything, but I can tell it's vintage just from the age, like the coloring of it. I just love this little cat. He's so cute, so I picked that up. I grabbed this little patch for the National Home Gardening Club, which I thought was interesting. I've never seen anything like this, so I thought I'd grab it. I thought that might be nice in like a springtime journal. Sorry if you hear any noise, it's just my dog. Then I got this cute keychain, which I think I'm just gonna put as part of a charm at some point. I just love this little truck. It's actually a Campbell's keychain from 1990. They had like a Shady Maple Campbell's collab, I guess, but I just thought this little truck would be so cute on some type of journal as a charm, so that's why I picked this one up. I was also able to grab a still sealed copy of Miracle on 34th Street, which I've never actually seen, so I was excited about this. I just got a VHS player to just kind of go back a little bit old school. So I got Miracle on 34th Street, which will be nice around the holidays. Now this piece, I have no idea. I think it was supposed to be an apple at some point, and it's like missing the stem. But as soon as I like opened or picked it up and heard it kind of like making noise, I was like, oh, there's something in there. And then I knew I had to have it. It's basically like a mini tea set. I'm not gonna take it all out, but it has this really pretty like rose print on it. And it has all the pieces. So it has 2 cups, 2 saucers, and then like the teapot and the creamer. I just thought they were so sweet. I couldn't possibly pass that up. So even though I'm pretty sure the apple that it's like in is damaged and it's a little bit busted, I think the pieces inside would make cute charms or trinkets. So I grabbed that. Next up, I grabbed this old copy of a Life magazine. This is from March 1967, but it's all about the peanuts. Like there's an article all about the peanuts in here, which I just thought was cool. And I love looking at old ads. So there was like a really cool ad in here for a like 7-Up. This is like a baseball glove. Here's the start of the peanuts spread. So I was just like, I just love, like, look at their hair. I just love a good vintage magazine. So I thought this one was definitely worth picking up. And even just like I said, for the ads, Some of them are just so fun. So Clairol, yeah, like a shampoo, and here's a Nestle chocolate ad. So honestly, picked this up mostly for the ads, but also because I love the Peanuts and Charlie Brown, and I thought that I could definitely use this cover in some capacity, so grabbed that. Apparently it was also just a very heavy like Peanuts day, or they just had a lot of Peanuts stuff. So I found this, I don't know exactly, it says copyright 1950, 1958, so it could be as old as that, but I'm really not sure. But it's a little like comic book, and it has like really cool illustrations in it. So obviously it has Peanut stuff, but it also has this like article about Nancy Drew, which I thought was kind of cool, and just a bunch of like fun images and like drawings and whatnot. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna have to look through it and give it more of a deep dive as to what this is. I have no idea, but I got it just because it was Charlie Brown and I thought it was cute. And then same with this one. Basically, this one is marked, I think 1970 something. It's a Scholastic book. Yeah, it's marked 1975, but the pages are in really good shape. The book pages, the cover and stuff leaves a little bit to be desired. As you can see, it's a little crusty, dusty, gross, and it's kind of a little scuffed up, but the pages inside are so cute. And I was like, I've never actually heard this. I've never heard this story before, but the mystery, I just thought that would be fun. Like, look at Snoopy in his little mystery coat and outfit. Once again, sorry if you hear my dog. She's just walking around, having a good old time. Yeah, I thought this was fun, so I grabbed that. I grabbed 2 pieces of this vintage, I actually think this is from a Highlights magazine. I used to get Highlights when I was a kid. I don't even know if they still make it, but it's wrapping paper, so it's very delicate. I don't want to like rip it, hopefully, but it's got this really fun like animal print design, but it's also holiday. Like, it's got presents and Santa hats and stuff. I don't know, I just thought it was so fun and bright and colorful. I don't know, I just really dig this. So picked that up. I got 2 pieces of that. And then I also found some other vintage holiday wrapping paper. So I got this one, which is kind of just a classic Christmas tree pattern. This just came in the pack of the ones I picked up. It wasn't one that I necessarily was looking for, but I still thought it was nice. However, this one I love so much. You can see Santa in the house here, but I just love that it's like it's almost floral. I have no idea when this is from, but as soon as I saw it, I was like, oh yeah, you're coming home with me. It's a pretty good size sheet. And then there's also another wrapping paper in here that is gorgeous. That is like a gold and red and green, almost like a quilted patchwork style. And I just thought that was gorgeous and so pretty. I think I'm gonna use these in my journals. They're too delicate to actually wrap anything with, unfortunately, but as backgrounds for my Christmas journal next year, this will be amazing. One of the, like, I don't know if it's like the strangest thing I found, but I found this Cheerios like sticker set, basically. It's not dated, but on here it says it's going to be like, you can add these to windows, mirrors, glasses, anything like that. So they're kind of like rub-on like transfers, I guess, but they're like stickers. But I just thought some of these animals were so cute. Like, look at this dog. He's adorable. I love the rabbit. So cute. The tiger in the corner, he's adorable. So I thought these were really cute and would definitely work in my journaling. And I also might be able to send some in Happy Mail. So sometimes when I see like a real large sheet like this, even if it's not something that I think I will use all of, sometimes I'll grab it just so that I have items that I can share with others. Like if I know someone really likes horses or something like that, then I try to keep that in mind. Last but not least, I ended up picking up this vinyl for Sleigh Ride Jingle Bells, which mostly I didn't get because of the music. I actually just got because of all the illustration. I thought I could scan it to make some digital art from this, but I just love the illustration on this. It's just so pretty. and just so fun. Like, I just love how festive and colorful it is. It's like definitely Christmassy, but still so colorful. Like, it pulls in all these blues and purples and pinks. And so anyway, I just thought I might be able to scan this to be able to make some digital images from it. And yeah, that was my haul. And like I said, I think I paid like $7 or $8 for everything. She gave me a very good bundle discount. I think just because it was the last day of the sale and I bought lots of things. But yeah, I'm really pleased with everything I got. And this is actually the first sale I've been to in a long time that I thought, even if I did have to pay full price for things, I thought everything was pretty reasonably priced, like fair. Sometimes I go to estate sales and I'm like, oh my God, pricing is outrageous, but I actually thought the pricing on all of this was pretty fair. That is what I picked up at the estate sale this morning. I hope you enjoyed this video and maybe it gave you some ideas of how to use certain like vintage items in your own journaling. And if more content like this is something you'd like to see, just let me know. I'd love to do it more often. I do frequent estate sales. I try to go every couple weeks at least. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video and I'd love to hear about your estate sale finds. If there's anything that you found recently that you really enjoyed, leave a comment about it. I'd love to read about it. I'll see y'all soon. Bye.